To begin with, make sure that your headlight is fully cleaned as well as the surrounding areas, and then I like to apply knifeless tape around the headlight in the area where I want to not cover the face of my headlight, as you can see in the video. And once you have that setup all done, you can see that I've already cut a piece of vinyl out big enough that should cover the entire headlight front to back, up and down, with a little bit extra all the way, and I just confirmed that size there. And once you've got that process done, I went ahead and peel off the backing paper, and then you can kind of loosely put the vinyl back up. You can see I'm kind of anchoring it and putting the far left point down, and then making sure that I'm going to adequately cover the entire headlight front to back, and then up and down as well, with enough to go over the side and then the top side as well. And once I have confirmed that placement, you can see that I'm starting to sort of try to lock it down over that high point ridge over the side of the headlight housing. As you can see me pushing my thumb down in that area there, and essentially kind of laying down the vertical flat side of the headlight housing, would you see me doing there with my squeegee. There was a slight bow or curve in the headlight housing itself, and so you'll see a little bit of like a wrinkle, or the vinyl will want to kind of try to bunch up as you try to come around those curves. It's just a matter of having more material going over that curved surface area. You can see there I've basically laid down that whole side with very little to low tension. There's some slight wrinkles at the bottom left of the headlight there, as you can see, but we'll address that here in a minute. Now, to allow me to more easily lay over the top side, I'm going to go ahead and make a relief cut, and I'm going to cut carefully, lifting off the vinyl off the headlight face to the right of my knifeless tape. And then you can see what I'm doing there is I'm essentially creating a tab that will be able to flop around over the top. And what I did there was I made a cut, and then I kind of rounded off the cut towards the top so that it doesn't rip. And now you can see that the vinyl loosely flops over the top of my headlight housing versus being bound up as one big piece, which doesn't allow it to fall over quite as easily. And so now that that is down and essentially down and over, I can apply the top part of the vinyl over the headlight housing with little to no issue. I'm going to add just a touch of heat. Now with this vinyl, it is pretty heat sensitive in terms of having a matte texture, and so hot heat will tend to glass out the vinyl, meaning make it not matte textured anymore and kind of have a glossy texture to it. So use low heat. So anyway, with a little bit of low heat added to the vinyl, it softened it up and helped to kind of make the vinyl a little bit more malleable. And you can see now that I'm able to just more easily stretch, or not stretch, but squeegee the vinyl down across the top section of the headlight, and I'm just working my way towards the back. So pretty much this has been a very tension free, no stretching or minimal stretching application so far, using heat only to help relax the vinyl a bit. Right there where you can see there's some slight wrinkling and tension build up just because of the curvature of the headlight and the vinyl going over it towards that part of the top middle. So I made a relief cut to kind of separate the two tabs between the tension area, gave it some heat to relax the vinyl, and while that's cooling off a little bit, I went ahead and laid the vinyl in towards the front of the headlight, in all the way to the edge. Now that it's cooled off a bit, working my way towards the back. So I just heated up that vinyl in the middle there to relax it, and then applied the rest while it was cooling down, and then while it was cool but still slightly warm, finished up going into the edge. And so here now I'm going to cut off that excess flap that basically falls over the front of the headlight. It's just getting in the way at this point now. So carefully lift up your vinyl, cut it away, but make sure that you stay to the right and below your cut tape. You don't want to cut above that, because that's the area you want to leave onto the headlight itself. Now towards the bottom, you can see there's some very slight wrinkling down there, and then you can kind of see that at the very bottom of the vinyl there's kind of like a bowed ridge there in the vinyl itself, and that's just because the curvature is creating a slight tension line there. And so I'm just getting rid of some of this excess material so I can access those little wrinkles kind of down on the middle bottom of the curve there. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the top. Add just some light heat to warm it up, and you'll see with the light heat those wrinkles basically just disappeared, and that's because the vinyl relaxed itself. And while it was cooling down a little bit, I just went ahead and made sure towards the bottom front the vinyl was tucked into the edge of the headlight really well. And then now I'm just going all the way around the headlight with my squeegee, the hard edge of my squeegee, making sure the vinyl is tucked against the edge of the headlight really nicely all the way around. And once I'm satisfied that I have everything set to go, it's time to go ahead and pull my knifeless tape. And basically you want to break away the filament from the carrier, the green carrier tape is there, and then pull away the filament away from the direction of where you want to leave the vinyl. And then once you've done that, peel away the excess vinyl in this case on the headlight front side, and then peel away the green carrier tape, which will now be in 2 strips because the filaments basically sliced it into 2 strips. Once you've done that, I like to then go ahead and immediately seal that area that I just cut. With my squeegee, you can use your fingers, maybe a combination of both, maybe some light heat if you need to. Now it's time to go ahead and trim out the side edges, and basically what I did there was take my utility knife, snapped off a new blade to make sure it's nice and super sharp, and I'm going to use the edge of the headlight housing as my cut guide, and put the non-cutting side of my blade up against the side edge of my headlight housing as my cut guide there. Only need a little bit of the blade out because I don't want to gouge the body of my car, or the paint, the vinyl wrap that I have on it, or into my headlight itself. Take your time, go slow. Make sure your blade is sharp so that the blade's doing the work, and that you're just basically moving the blade along, sliding the blade along the side edge of the headlight as I'm doing here. If you hit like a rough or a tight spot, stop for a second, kind of reevaluate, and then figure out what was going on, and then continue on. And so you can see I'm just taking my time, especially around the curved area towards the very back point there, making sure I don't cut my car, cut my headlight housing, or damage my vinyl wrap that I already have on the body of the car. Once you've done that, peel away the excess. Go a little slow, be careful in case you hadn't peeled off or cut through all the way to the pieces, and that way you don't pull anything up. Once you've got rid of the excess vinyl, go ahead and start tucking in all your edges that you just laid down with your squeegee, with your finger, maybe both. And then what I like to do after this is apply a little bit of heat all the way around to make sure everything is sealed down really nicely, and that since Vvivid is heat activated vinyl, that the adhesive starts to flow and kind of seal onto the surface a little bit better. Alright guys, and so once you have finished heating everything over, you are essentially done. And so if you found this video to be helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification button to get notices when I post new content to the channel. I'm working on more videos for you guys that I'd love to share. Thanks again always for watching. Hope you are having a great day, and we'll see you in the next time.